Hey everyone, welcome to Day Deal on Display, daydeal.com's own YouTube channel regarding product previews, reviews, and demonstrations. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Otterbox commuter case for the HTC Hd7 as well as the Hd7s. This case is compatible with both phones. You're more than welcome to check this case out at its official website at any time, and that's going to be located at www.otterbox.com. Now, the number one question many Otterbox fans have out there at the moment, especially concerning the Hd7 as well as the Hd7s, is Otterbox going to be releasing a Defender version of the case, or at least the Defender case, I should say? Well, we certainly hope so, because if they're going to release the Defender and they stick to the same design that we see today for the Commuter case, then it's only going to be good news for everyone involved, because we really like the Commuter for the Hd7 as well as the Hd7s, because we think it's a great balance between function, style, as well as protection all in one. It's a really great jack-of-all-trade cases for the phone, and we hope you would agree as well. Now, admittedly, we are a little bit late in reviewing this particular case. It was out for the Hd7 back in early May, I believe, and now it's officially announced as being cross-compatible with the Hd7s. That's why we're bringing you the review a little bit late, almost 2 months later, but here we are today. And I want to mention that you don't have to take our word for it, okay? This video review is just one personal opinion. You're more than welcome to check out the official website and Amazon, for example. Those are always good indicators of reviews for products, because there's a lot of people that review stuff on there. And everyone has been very overly positive with this case, so there you go. Take that for what it is. So to jump right into it, let's actually go ahead and talk about the Commuter, all the stuff that's included with it, starting with this screen protector kit that you see in front of us right there. Now, if you've bought any Otterbox case within the last year and a half, this is very familiar stuff for you. Otterbox always includes this with their Commuter as well as their Impact, or most of their Impact series of cases. It's a screen protector to be used in conjunction with the case on your phone, so nothing out of the ordinary. And this kit always includes an Otterbox applicator card that you see right there, a microfiber cleaning cloth that sometimes is a little bit bigger. That one is a bit small for all intents and purposes. That's kind of like a one-shot cleaning cloth. You only use once and you throw it away, but it is what it is. A little illustrated guide to show you how to properly install your screen protector with a website address. Should you need further instructions, you can go ahead and visit that. And of course, a screen protector for your HTC Hd7 or Hd7s. Now, it's kind of obvious, but I'll go ahead and mention it anyway. If you have your own screen protector that you want to use, as long as it's the same size as the one that's included with the Otterbox Commuter case, you're more than welcome to use this. You can just go and put this on the back burner, save it as a backup. If you're using a full body screen protector, one that goes along the sides as well as the bottom or the back of your phone, I should say, that's going to change the dimension of the phone. As trivial as it may seem, it adds like an extra 0.5 millimeter or something like that, and it does actually make the case fit a little bit awkward, because Otterbox always states that their cases are made to fit on the phone as is. In other words, as is the phone naked. So please keep that in mind. Now, the Otterbox Commuter is comprised of two separate layers. The first is the silicone skin layer. This wraps around the phone. And then a harder shell layer made of a very durable polycarbonate that you see right here. This wraps around the skin respectively, keeps it in place on the phone, of course, because this is not a standalone accessory. And putting that together, you have the Commuter. It's as simple as that. Nothing complicated at all. Now, some folks out there may be asking, well, where's the belt clip holster with this? The belt clip holster only comes with the Defender series, okay? So I just want to go and throw that out there. And Otterbox has yet to release that, so there we go. Now, I already have the Commuter case pre-installed on our display version of the Hd7. This is not the real phone, it's the OEM display model. I always give the speech with every review nowadays for the last couple of months, and I'm doing it again. The OEM display model is exactly the same as the real phone. They actually come from the same manufacturer. What they do is they just hollow out the insides, take out all the electronics, make sure the display phone is the same weight as the real thing. And voila, you have a OEM display model. These are actually on special order, and they would be accepted at any trade show that deals with the phone, so keep that in mind of its validity. Retail packaging is no longer needed. I just want to go and throw a quick blurb out there. If you're shopping out for Otterbox products out there, they are color-coded. Every time you see a teal lining, that is the Commuter case. Whenever you see a red lining, that is the Defender. Alright, so please keep that in mind. Go ahead and push that away. That's going to give you a closer look at the Commuter case. I'll give you a quick zoom in right here. Starting with the front screen area and the lip that is created from the case. Now, we mentioned earlier that we thought this was a good balance between function, design, and overall style, and as you can see right here, the lip is a kind of a testament to that, because it is very deep. It's actually not that thick, which is a kind of a good thing, because if it's a little bit too thick, then it just makes it a little bit too bulky, makes it a little bit unwieldy, and it doesn't feel right in your hands. But we have to say that the Commuter case on the Hd7 and of course the 7S respectively feels right. It's hard to explain it. I know I'm kind of going all over the place with this, but it just feels comfortable in your hand. It feels like you really have this just simple back cover on your phone, which is a good thing. Now, the lip being deep is of course good for protection purposes. For one thing, if you happen to rest your phone on its face for whatever reason, it's going to be up and away from the surface, and remember, you are supposed to be using this in conjunction with a screen protector, so nothing should be touching the screen at all. But if you happen to drop your phone, and wherever it happens to fall, however it happens to fall, as long as the lip catches the impact first, if the phone happens to eventually land on its face like such, you're going to be fine. That lip is very strong. Remember, it's actually part of that polycarbonate that's reinforcing the skin, and that is what is protruding. Moving on to the top portion of the Commuter case, you see a nice large protrusion or covering, whatever you want to call it, for the power button or the sleep button, as you see right there. Very easy to press, so there you go. Moving on to this side, nothing much to talk about, just going to show you how smooth and sexy it looks. Moving on to the other side, you can see a covering for the volume up and down rocker, as well as another covering for, I believe, the all-purpose button or the camera button. So there you go. If I use all-purpose incorrectly, that is because I came from the BlackBerry line of phones back in the day, so please forgive me. They had a all-purpose button on the side. Nowadays on Android phones, some of them can be reprogrammed, while others are just camera buttons, but there is a covering for that mysterious button right there, so there you go. Now on the bottom, which is really interesting, is that Otterbox has decided to include a dust cover for the Commuter case, which is really nice, because this dust cover is very easy to use. This is one of the newer designs, meaning that it doesn't use a male tip of any sort where the USB port is located, and that actually makes it fit in quite comfortably. Now, although the audio jack has a male tip, so it's kind of weird, you have a new design and an old design, it's actually sticking into the case itself and not necessarily the female ports. So does that sound kind of weird? Well, what I'm trying to get at is that, as you see right there, even though I pushed it in, the male tip is actually a lot smaller than the opening for the audio jack. That's just really kind of there for reinforcement purposes. I'm not really too sure, but either way, it makes using the dust cover very easy, very intuitive, and it's a design we really like. Now, you will notice that there's an opening on the dust cover that is for the microphone on your Hd7. Unfortunately, they could not cover that up for obvious reasons. We actually do have people complaining about this dust cover, and we're like, well, if the dust cover covered the microphone, you can't talk on the phone. People can't hear you. So that opening is there for a reason, all right? Now, moving on to the back, you can see this nice textured finish on the Commuter case, very snazzy looking. Of course, the Otterbox logo, big, bold, and center on the bottom. Rear, I should say. And you have one large cutout for the back for the LED flash, the camera lens, and of course the built-in speaker on your Hd7 and Hd7S respectively, and that is it, folks, for the Otterbox Commuter case. Now remember, the Defender case is hopefully a work in progress. We're not too sure if that's going to come out anytime soon, but if it is, be on the lookout for that. We highly recommend the Commuter case for any Hd7 as well as Hd7S owner out there, because we think it's a great balance of, once again, function, protection, and style. If you need an alternative, check out our recent review. We did one for the spec candy shell for the Hd7. That case is a little bit harder to find. It's a little bit more obscure, so please keep that in mind. And that one didn't come with a dust cover, and that one also has a glossy back finish. But it's a good, viable alternative to this case if you need a second opinion. And once again, don't have to take our word for it. This case has been out for a while now. Check out the reviews on the official website. Check out reviews on popular websites or retail brand websites like Amazon, and they speak for themselves. So go ahead and visit the Commuter case on the official website, www.otterbox.com. Show us some love over on our own website, www.dadio.com, adding more toys for the Hd7 and 7S respectively all the time. And keep following us on our YouTube channel, Dadio on Display, for more product previews, reviews, and of course demonstrations. Thanks as always, folks, for watching.